Hey y'all, it's Callie. Welcome back to my channel. On here I like to talk about mental health, wellness, and spirituality. I hope you enjoy this video. Hey y'all, so I want to come on here and talk about something near and dear to my heart. This month I am celebrating being an entire year off of bipolar medications, which I was taking mood stabilizers consistently for, I want to say, 3 or 4 years. And I also had like anxiety medication. Sometimes when I was having like bad dips in my mood, like I would have to get put on like other things to supplement if like I was going weeks with barely sleeping, or if I was having the opposite effect. So but yeah, so did I cure my bipolar? I'm going to walk down the middle path and say it's very possible. Now, when I was diagnosed, the doctors told me that it was something that was probably like in me, like in a mild way most of my life. But after I went through the trauma that I did, that it was like gasoline on a flame. So if that's the case, and trauma can induce bipolar in a person, then can we not tame that flame? Can I not put water on that and put it out in some way? So what I will say is that I'm doing the best I've ever been my whole life, medication free. And what that took, though, was an extraordinary amount of work on myself, y'all. And that includes therapy, shadow work, moving through my trauma, like emotionally, mentally, and physically moving through my trauma, and journaling. And that's like the beginning stages of me trying to work around this diagnosis, was just trying to figure out my habitual patterns, and everything progressed from there. And I will say now, like, my medication is a daily meditation practice. So yes, it is possible that I've actually cured my bipolar. I am no longer dominated by my traumas, which the past year I was releasing a lot more stuff than I knew was there to begin with. And the way I take care of my mental health is a daily practice and understanding of who I am and how I operate. So if I were to take away the meditation, my thoughts are maybe some of that would come back, but to a lesser extent, because I have done so much inner work, shadow work, inner child work, trauma, and I've released that and moved through it. But I don't care to find out, because what my daily pill is with meditation and having a mental health awareness and having a spiritual practice, like, that's the medication that I need. And it's working. I'm in the best place that I've been in my life, and I have not had any severe crashes. I have not had any manic episodes in probably over a year and a half. So that's just like thinking that if you go and lose a bunch of weight, that you just throw all of your healthy eating and exercise practices to the wind once you hit a certain goal. No, you keep up with that lifestyle. And that's what the meditation is for me. And like, to me, I've cured it, but I'm not going to change or go back to any ways of living to where I can find out that it's going to be a part of my identity again. And that's another part of it too, is that there are so many people, and I like a diagnosis can be like the biggest gift that you're ever given, but it is not who you are. And I feel like a lot of people continue to make excuses for their behavior or things being wrong with their life because their diagnosis, like, that just becomes who they are. And I'm here to tell you that's not true, and that you don't have to be your diagnosis, that you can get through it. And there is a light at the end of this tunnel. It takes a shit ton of work. It's messy, but it can be done. So, yeah, to me, that I would say, like, your traditional doctors would probably say no, that it's not curable. But when you do your due diligence, absolutely, it will not be running your life anymore. And it's very possible. And I'm here to tell you that if you take responsibility for yourself and do the work, change your life, then it's very much possible. It's just like Dr. Joe says, like, your personality is your personal reality. So absolutely, once you change your energy, you change your life. It's very true. And I can attest to that because I have done that. It's true. So anybody out there that is suffering from bipolar, ADHD, anxiety, PTSD, like, your life is in your hands. You can change. And I'm telling you, it is way more exhausting and shitty to remain victim to your diagnosis than it is to make the changes and go through the work to live a better life. Because I'm here to tell you it's possible. So I love you all so much. And if y'all ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to support you, gang. All right. Bye. Thank you all for stopping by my channel today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. If you're going through something similar, drop a comment in the comments section too. Much love, y'all.